Hello everybody, Altered Oblivion here, and yeah, today we are back on Ark. We are back on the Scorched Earth map. Of course, still playing with Guru and Warden and G as well. Today I'm kind of on my own. I know that G is on the server somewhere, but if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know fine well he lives away over there somewhere, and it's an absolute mission to get there. Now, I did mention the last time I was on that I was going to be doing some stuff offline, or at least off stream even, and I have been doing that. I've grinded up a few things. I have some trank arrows, have some narco in there. I'm making clay as well, just as a go, because you know I'm collecting lots of cactus sap now anyway, so I might as well make stuff and make the most out of what I have. For right now, what I'm looking to do today in today's stream is to actually get some outside stuff done and hopefully improve on this. As you'll have seen for the title of this stream, I have went with the classic Itty living space because I do have an absolutely tiny living space. This is ridiculous, like honestly. Since the last stream you may have noticed I do have a Moralatops. I managed to tame her, I think it was just yesterday, and I went ahead and called her Maureen. It just seemed like a really fitting name, man. I like it. She's actually extremely handy, especially for war. When she was full, honestly it was fantastic. So yeah, I built this kind of temporary hut keep her in so that she was safe when I was offline, because of where I stay. If you've watched the previous videos, you know this place can be pretty hellish. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, she can't get out. God damn you, Maureen. What I'll do, let's whistle you, and then if I run over here, if I'm lucky, if I run out of render and run back in, she may pop out. Bones. So I have to be really hopeful that she does actually eventually pop out, because if she doesn't, I'm going to have to break a bit of ceiling. I don't really mind. I mean, my plan is to always try and keep that little area, just to keep her in when I am offline. So at the end of every stream, what I'll do is I'll go out and gather a wee bit of thatch and stuff, and just throw back up the walls and the ceiling. So I might actually just break a couple of the roof parts here and actually help her escape, because I am definitely going to need it. What we're going to be doing, or what I'm going to be showing you today, is going to be, well, what I would classify as being relatively interesting. My plan is the bottom part here is going to be pretty much all my house. Big gate there, and then up here on the upper ledge will end up being the dino house, with another gate probably over there between two rocks, kind of, I don't know, make a wall or something. But to be able to actually get down to the water is a bit of a pain, because as we've seen previously, I can, you know, I can narco myself and fall down there, but then I've affectionately called this place Death Valley because of the fact that, you know, there's scorpions, there's wolves, there's a bit of everything down there that will kill us. So I figure what I'll do, instead of taking a leap of faith every time and hoping that I survive, because I could potentially jump on Maureen, drive her off the edge of the cliff, jump off her at the last moment, and it wouldn't take any fall damage. I'd be absolutely fine. Maureen would be absolutely fine. But again, it would be the fear of never getting back up. So what I thought instead is, why not make a ramp? So I started work on a ramp. Now the ramp is going to be pretty massive. Yeah, Guru, you most definitely learn firsthand that that place down there is just an absolute death hole. So yeah, I figure what I'm going to do is make a big ramp, and it's going to go right the way down there. Then I have water right there. I'm going to run pipes right back up alongside of the ramp. I figured if I do the ramp first, then it makes life a wee bit easier. So yeah, this is going to be basically tricks of the trade on how to make a big ramp. Because what I'll do, let me make one more ramp. So I managed to gather a wee bit of stuff just before I started streaming. I am going to need a little bit more, but what we'll notice here is that will actually place. Okay, yeah, it's because I've already done my ceilings. So if I don't have these two ceilings right here, then the third piece of ramp wouldn't actually snap. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of kind of technical mumbo jumbo, but it'll be interesting. I think this will come in extremely handy, especially for, you know, Guru or G or Warden if they plan on making big ramps as well. I know that obviously videos are rife on Facebook, on YouTube even, as to how to do things like this, but some of them can be relatively hard to understand, so we'll kind of make a show of it as we go along. Now my next plan is to hopefully be able to run another foundation right here and go straight off the edge, and then a bit further down again, and just keep on going. I mean, it's going to be a slow progression down, but yeah, I think it'll be pretty good. The fact that I don't really have too much right now though is what terrifies me, because it takes absolutely forever to gather wood and fibre and thatch at this stage. The good thing is, since the last time I managed to grind up a good bit of metal, so I do actually have the metal pickaxe, the metal hatchet, the pipe and the crossbow as well, so that'll make a bit of difference. And obviously we have Maureen, and she is absolutely fantastic at actually gathering some stuff. Yes, I have heard of an elevator, but I'm a level 30 man. I can't get an elevator at level 30. Like, also, do you know how ridiculously expensive elevators are? Like, what's the point in building an elevator when you can just build a ramp? And ramps are so much cheaper, man. So much cheaper. So yeah, we're going to do that. I know that it does take a bit of work, but you know what? My ramp will be there forever, man. I can even eventually upgrade it to stone if we really wanted to. So yeah, I'm going to take Maureen basically absolutely everywhere with me, because, you know, she's a bit of a beast. She's not too great on the kind of attack side as yet, but she's better than I am, so... What exactly do you mean by render safety? I mean, I get what you mean in a way, because going up and down ramps is pretty terrifying. And if I get down to the bottom of the ramp and there's like a scorpion or something, then yeah, I get that, but I should be fine. I mean, if I stand at the top of the hill right now, the bottom of the hill still renders in, so in theory, it should be fine. Wait. Yeah, that is true. Map lag can be pretty horrible. However, because of the fact that I'm not going to be using like massive amounts of pillars, it should in theory be fine. If it does end up being laggy, of course it will be ripped down, but for now, man, like, I'm literally just building this thing so I can run pipes from the water up to my house. Like, that's basically the entire reasoning behind it. I could just build pillars and then ladders, I guess, but past it. Also, Noah's build was insane, man. Like, that build was just ridiculous. I still don't know what that was all about. All I remember about that guy is stealing his eggs. Like, every time, man. Yeah, you don't drink through puddles because you suck. Wow, I apparently am extremely heavy. I definitely need to get more levels. That drop air there is kind of bugging me because I think it's like 45, 35, yeah. You need to be a higher level than I currently am. Level 45 it is to actually open that thing, and that is quite annoying. God damn it, Maureen. Okay, so yeah, I need a bigger house first. I think that's going to be basic priority. Get an actual house done, because the house I live in right now, it works, but I'm starting to get to the stage that I'm actually cramping everything into one tiny wee space. Because obviously I've got my smithy, my forge, basically everything I need in there, and it's just ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to move. Maureen, how much of this can you actually carry? Maybe some. Are you light now? Yeah. Lighter. It works. Come on. I think this is the best part about having tames, is the fact that you can just kind of shove your stuff in them and then like walk about. Makes it so much easier to actually carry mass amounts of crap rather than having to actually drag yourself, and it takes like 5 days to move anywhere, which can be a bit of a pain. It's one of the best sights you can get in Scorched Earth, like guaranteed. Actually being able to stand up above everything and look out and see these drops. It's just beautiful, man. Look at that. I feel like you can actually see pretty far as well. Like, I don't know what kind of render distance actually is here, but I mean the fact that I can see all three of the obelisks right here. So I'm kind of slap bang in the middle basically. That one's probably the furthest away, the blue one. Red is the closest, and then green kind of being central, I guess. which will come in handy. I mean, I think if I'm right in saying, I think that Scorched Earth, it doesn't actually matter what one of these obelisks you go to, for when you actually go to fight the bosses and whatnot. I don't think it actually comes into play at all. But it will still be handy to be closer to one than the other. Because when we do get to that stage, if I have to go all the way out to green, I don't really want to have to walk all my dinosaurs there. I can take them to red, upload them, and then re-download them over there. And it just saves having to kind of trail everything halfway across the mountain. Bones. I feel like I'm in Family Guy, man. I'm just like, ooh, a piece of candy. Okay, yeah, this is going to bug me because I have all my stuff in here at the minute pushed against the back wall. If I go back the way, then I have to move all this stuff, and it's not exactly cheap to build like a smithy or a refining forge at this stage at least. It will be later, but for right now, it's a relatively expensive procedure. So I'm thinking maybe if I go forward rather than back, that might be a wee bit easier. What am I missing exactly? Thatch. Thatch. Hi. Hi, friend. You're no use to me yet. When you kind of get a saddle for something, I don't see the point in taming it quite yet. I am currently on the hunt for a Lymantria. I kind of get the saddle for, I think it's like another 8, 9 levels, something like that. But that is something that actually would come in handy, even with it a saddle. Yeah, 6 levels I need. In fact, is it? Did I get a level? No. Okay, yeah. 6 levels I need to get that. I'm relatively close to another level right now though, so it'll be 5 levels soon enough. And yeah, if I tame it now, then I've got a wee bit more time to actually tame it, because obviously we're just on official settings for taming, so it does take a while. So yeah, if I happen to see one that's kind of close to my house, then I might take a chance and actually knock it out and then just starve it for a bit. Yeah, just kind of pop a tent over it, keep it safe. Life would be easy. I'm just gonna go out, grab like a powery thatch and then run back home. I am pardon, really cold. Yeah, this is the complete madness of Scorched Earth, where right now I'm absolutely freezing, and literally in like, I don't know what time are we on, in like 6 minutes in game time, in fact no, in real time, in 6 minutes I will be absolutely dying of heat, because it will be daytime again, the sun will come back out, and it will just be ridiculous. What I quite like about this game as well, actually, I think a lot of games do it, but the whole 1 minute is 1 hour thing is actually pretty handy. It makes actually being able to tell when daytime is going to be a wee bit easier than being like, oh, it's going to be in like 3.5 minutes. You know, just like a random time scale. 1 minute is 1 hour. Grab some oil whilst I'm out, why not? I need plenty of that later. 16 is actually alright. I think at a later date, when we actually are able to get into like red drops and stuff, because red drops on these are usually pretty good. for getting the oil pumps and stuff if we haven't actually built them. But yeah, you have to be like level 60 to get into them. Yeah, once we can actually open them up and hopefully get a oil pump from that, we need to actually test how well they run. Played official servers before and they're usually okay, but they can be relatively slow. Depends on if anybody actually stays like right next to one. They can be okay, but then if that person's using it all the time, then obviously that depreciates how much you're actually going to get. Yeah, I have no food. Good time. Maureen. Let's give that a wee minute. I need to heal up a bit. It is a bit of a long stretch, but yeah, we can live with that. So yeah, I don't know. I might abandon the massive ramp for now. It does take a bit of a trek, so I'm going to leave that wee bit of ramp about right now, because if I happen to fall down off the ledge, it was an absolute pain in the ass to get back up the last time. So if I leave that there, I'm hopefully going to make life just that wee bit easier in the future. Whilst I'm waiting here right now, I might as well get on with building some more thatch foundations, because I'm going to need an absolute bunch. I don't know how big I'm actually going to want this house. I mean, it doesn't need to be massive, it just needs to fit in the basic kind of stuff. So I'm thinking like, you know, my forge, hopefully at some stage an industrial forge would be brilliant. Definitely like chemistry bench, because we're going to need that for the massive amount of clay that we're going to be needing. And yeah, I mean, a bit of everything really. I know the kind of thing that I'm looking for. I know the kind of shape I'm looking for at least, so if I lay that out, then I can kind of work around and say, right, cool, that's where I want this to be, and then work forward for there, rather than kind of guess the entire way through and then just build a random shape and be like, wait, that's not what I was looking for. So yeah, I definitely want the behemoth gate right in there. It's a big enough gap, I think, to actually snap one in there, and then just kind of walls on both sides a wee bit to close up any gaps. Maybe spikes around the top of there to stop anything falling in, because we do get terror birds and wolves and occasionally raptors and snakes around here as well. And then at the top, I'm thinking, well, I haven't really planned it out too much yet, but I think for actual bigger dinosaurs, like if and when we eventually get T-Rexes, then I'll probably put them up here. Just wild though, like literally just roaming, not wandering anything, just out and about. And then maybe build like a wee pen up here somewhere on one of the flatter parts, just to keep birds like RGs and yeah, anything else that I happen to tame whilst I'm here, Lymantrias and stuff like that. Eventually, obviously, the ultimate goal is to get a wyvern, or at least my personal ultimate goal will be to get a wyvern. So yeah, again, you know, that's something I'll review later in time, I guess, because right now I haven't even planned this house out compared to what I've got planned for up here. So, aye, just baby steps at the minute, basically. So the basic kind of shape that I'm looking for, I guess, is I'm going to want my front door. I'm going to have to move Maureen a wee bit, Let me stick some stuff on her so then I'm not quite as heavy as well actually. So I can walk about. I mean, it's still pretty damn cold. Come on, Maureen. Carefully turn round, please. She's mental, man. She just runs, I swear. You come up here then, just a wee bit. Stay there. I didn't mean to threaten her with fire. I'm sorry. It just happened, man. Yeah, I'm going to quickly run up to water and then I'll come back down, place these foundations. 14, I don't think it's going to be enough, but we'll find out. As I say, I didn't want to go too massive because, I mean, Guru would tell you, man, my past builds have been absolutely ridiculously huge, so I'm trying to actually keep myself under some kind of control. Because I end up building honestly ridiculously sized stuff and then never actually filling it with anything, so I'm thinking this time if I keep it, you know, relatively large but actually use the space that I have before kind of thinking about making it any bigger, I feel like that'd be a good kind of move to make. And then I can slowly, you know, I can slowly improve on the actual size of the build rather than just going from being an absolute tiny build to being an absolutely huge build. I think that makes a wee bit more sense. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe a wee level of water would help out here because I seem to be really thirsty a crap load of the time, so which makes sense. I mean, when you're in this kind of environment, you're going to be hot. Yeah, I really need water. What this bush? A really bad bush, I'm sorry. Had to be done. Hey, you ken that you're going to have a good time when you're kicking about in the desert whipping bush though, right? I would stop and get the bones, but I really need this water. That's what you need. Middle of the desert, some bones and bushes. Ah man, the double entendres in this game, I swear to God, it's epic, like. You stay away, kitty. If it comes to it, we'll whip that pussy. I'm sorry, I had to be safe, man. Thank God. I have some berries. I'm going to attempt to try to walk as much as physically possible. Purely because anytime that I run, I end up like half dead because I ran. I need to drop this sand, man. Just kidding about the sand, man. Yeah, this is going to be the bad times. You know that it's going to be terrible because, you know, middle of a scorch and I'm just walking about because I'm already too hot. Like, my thirst was terrible there, man, like, absolutely terrible. So, I think the fact that it's now even hotter, it can only get worse, right? Like, this is not going to help. My question is it because I threatened to whip a pussy? I feel like I should have like a disclaimer at the start of these, man. These are not PG. I've got on the mature audiences thing though, so it's cool. Like, if you're here by your own accord. Like, just remember that. Also, I'm still waiting on Wildcard coming back to me. I emailed them like 2 months ago or something. Maybe even earlier than that actually. It would have been like, I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks max. Regarding actually being able to play the music of this game, because obviously Twitch are kind of cramping down on using copyright music in streams. So I emailed Wildcard and asked, how do I go about getting permission to actually use the music for this game, or the sounds, because at each transition from kind of night to day has a sound, day to night has a sound, just general music. So yeah, I'm still waiting on hearing back to them. It's a bit sad because at the minute I'm just kind of kicking about in the silence, and we're missing all the wee moments with the kind of weird ass music that it plays from night to day and stuff. It does change the game massively when you put that stuff on, because it's absolutely terrifying sometimes. You're not quite expecting it, and then there's just like this noise popping out of nowhere, and you're like, what was that? So it'd be something that I'd like, to actually hear back about. I heard back about like an email that I had to send off to actually speak to the right people about it, but yeah, it's just kind of waiting on that coming back. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, I don't know how big this is actually going to be yet, but I'll take that and we'll roll with it. How many is that? That's 3 foundations that way. So I'd go 3 that way as well. I think, if anything though, I'm not too keen on uneven numbers, or odd numbers, so I want to even this side up and make it 4. Which would then mean that this side would have to be 4, and then we'd have to bring it out a wee bit. So I'm thinking have the door kind of set in, and then have this part maybe even a wee bit further out, and then have this as like a porch. So then I can have like, you get the wee pots for the preserving salts and stuff like that. So if I had that out here with, fences running around the outside, I think it would look pretty cool. And then I could have kind of towers here, so taller towers here on both sides, and then the central part be a little bit lower with like a kind of diagonal roof. That could look pretty cool, I think. And then the back, so that would just be one diagonal roof onto a flat roof, and then the back would just be a flat roof. So then at a later date I could add on, another floor, and I could have, like, these would be lookout towers essentially. And then once I get the industrial forge, I could have the industrial forge on the roof, and then maybe even put more walls up, and again have a kind of big crafting room upstairs. Obviously that's, later dated, but you have to plan for these things now. And then, when you do get to that stage, it's no such a fright to think, geez man, I've got like 3 floors, or I've got 2 floors, and this is what I have to do to put into that. If you plan it right now, incorporate it into your build, and then when you get to that stage, you've already kind of compensated for it, rather than thinking, damn, where am I going to put this now? And have to like expand your house at that stage when you're already trying to do absolutely everything else that you've got going on. I'm actually not sure whether this Moralitops gathers thatch and wood faster than me. I'm going to have to test that out and see. I think it does gather at least thatch. I think maybe wood. I think it's already got wood on her though. I think she might be pretty damn heavy. Yeah, she's pretty heavy. What's she actually got? I can get rid of some of these berries. I'm going to eat some of these. I'll eat an absolute bunch of these. Unfortunately at the minute I don't think I have any the spoiled meat, so I'm going to have to throw them away. I will keep the narcoberry seeds for now. Plant my species seeds, so let's just get rid of them. Rare flower, keep all of that for now. Yeah, rare mushroom. Ah, man. I'm just going to clarify right now. It is currently 20 minutes past midnight in the UK. So yeah, there will be some words that I say that are a bit weird, but we'll be cool. We'll get there in the end. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just eat a bunch of these berries. I'm getting hungry and thirsty anyway, so this kind of evens it all out. So I've been kind of watching the kind of viewer numbers pop up on my screen here. I've noticed that I think the last time it popped up I was on about 7 or something. As always, welcome to the stream. Absolutely fantastic to have you guys here. If you feel up to it, come and jump into the chat. I'm more than happy to talk to everybody. Definitely want to hear from you guys as well as to the ideas that I'm kind of putting out there about, you know, what kind of design of the house I'm looking for. I know that it's probably relatively hard to actually imagine right now, and obviously I'm building out of thatch, so it's always going to look like crap until, you know, I kind of expand and make that into adobe. But the general kind of idea that I'm talking about, how do you feel about that? Do you think that it could be improved, or do you feel like, you know, you could maybe do something better? If so, I definitely want to know, because, you know, I'm obviously going to be putting the work and time and effort into making this thing, so... Yeah, Twilight Moon, that is definite fact. I mean, I've talked about views in this game so many times now that it's getting a bit ridiculous. But yeah, definitely Watchtowers would be pretty epic, I feel. I think that actually having the kind of separated parts, so then I've got specific parts of the building, rather than just having your kind of generic massive square, would make a huge difference. Again, something that Guru will be able to confirm from past servers that we've played in. A lot of my builds are particularly square. I like symmetry and stuff, so I tend to end up building just a massive box. Whereas this, because it is adobe, and I feel like you get the effects from that straight away anyway, I feel like it'd be easier to actually kind of design something better now and think about it in the kind of long term than doing what I normally do and just saying, I'll build it and then I'll be able to rebuild it because I'm going to do it in stone or something, which is normally really easy to come by, whereas adobe takes proper time and effort to actually make. Okay, I think I've ate enough. Maureen seems relatively light. Rocks really annoy me. Like, honestly, they seriously annoy me so much. Let's go and see what we can do with these trees. How much thatch do you get, Maureen? Go. Yeah, you get 24 thatch. I think I was getting like 17 or something. So, it's a wee bit faster. And also, my water's going to keep on counting up because I'm not walking about. Stamina won't go down. Yeah, there's a lot of added benefits to this. Yeah, food won't go down. Health will hopefully stay up because I've just ate like, I don't know, like 40,000 berries or something. That's obviously going to make a huge difference. Also, rare flower now. Yay! Like, I'm actually able to go back to that and call it its proper name. Look at me go. take this cactus and eat that. It should hopefully help my water count up a wee bit faster as well. So I'm like heavy as all hell. Let's get rid of some of this wood again. It's been ridiculous, man, like honestly. The amount of weight that you carry around in just berries is absolute madness, by the way, like serious. So we need a buttload of thatch. Maureen has the wood, so we're good there. And no, that does not mean that Maureen is a transsexual. I mean, she could be. I'm the one to judge, man. Like, she can be whatever she wants to be. But yeah, this definitely seems to be working. Like, the thatch collection seems to be slightly better. I don't know exactly how much. I mean, I'd need to actually get off and hit a bunch of trees to be able to measure it exactly how much you get when you hit like the bigger trees, I guess, compared to like the smaller ones. Gonna have to go with, but yeah, I didn't think it really changes. She gets actually a decent amount for the bigger trees, to be fair, compared to the smaller ones. I mean, the smaller ones she's getting like 24 wood, 24 thatch even. I say that and then she goes and gets 23. Like, what even is that, man? And then 19, geez. Although it's like that sometimes, right? You run up to a tree and you'll be like, right, cool, I know I'm going to get like roughly this much, and then you get like 7. And it's just like, why? Nice, okay, cool. Let's very slowly walk back home. Go and place these ones again. I didn't want to make like too many and then realise that actually I didn't need that many. That'd just be stupid. So if I make a wee drop and then run home and then come back and then run home and then back and forward seems to be the most sensible idea, I would say. Oh god. Maureen, is that lighter on you? It's really no. You can drop some of these berries though. Like, I mean, made a tiny bit of difference, I guess. As long as you've got like 100 left on you, then you should be pretty good to go. There we go. Let's go. Running in that. So we'll go back, we'll place a few of these foundations. In fact, we'll probably place all of them. I need to actually consider how big I want the main kind of structure to be, like my kind of living room, I guess. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to split it off. So I'll have like 2 watchtowers at the front, and I'll have a main kind of living area where I'll have, you know, a few forges to begin until I've got the industrial forge eventually. I'll have a smithy, the fabricator, probably a few boxes, and then I want a separate room off to the left where I would have like an incubation room for eggs and stuff when we eventually get to the stage of looking to breed stuff. So this kind of side here, a completely separated room, where I could have that stuff. And then at the back, you know, my best separate room. I don't know exactly for what yet, but yeah, I'm definitely thinking separate it off, split it all up, and then it'll look a wee bit better than just being kind of crushed into one tiny wee room like this. Because I feel like really claustrophobic in this house. So I think if I go to about there, and then if I remove these walls, then I'd be looking at like 4 foundations. Yeah, 4 foundations out. And then this is 3 again. Which is annoying. But if I bring this across one, then it gives me a wee bit more room that way to play with. Yeah, that seems to work. Okay. Cool, I'm relatively happy with that. And then as I say, I'm just going to bring this part kind of a bit further forward. So, I don't know exactly how big this watchtower needs to be. Because if I have the main house coming to here, I really need a wall, just so I can actually mark this out. How much is a wall? I bet it would. Ah, that's fine. Just so then I can actually have it in my mind as to where that's meant to be. A wee bit more wood and I can make a door actually. Makes a wee bit more sense considering it's going to be a door there anyway. Let's do that. Pop that there. So yeah, if I put a door right there, then this will be the new front door. So let's take off the old one. Door first. Ah. Cool. So that'll be that, and then as I say, I'm going to go one more that way. So if I just remove these as well. And then I'm not going to go any back. I might end up bringing it up and round and then have that as like a separated room, as I say. Maybe have like a door here or something, just to actually kind of have an entryway. I don't know yet, because as I get a bit further on, things like the smithy and the chests and stuff and the forge, they'll get moved anyway. So it's maybe a kind of slow progression type deal where, you know, I'll leave this right here right now and then eventually move it back and then expand this part separately. I don't quite know yet. What I do know is that I definitely want the kind of little balcony bit. So as I say, that's going to be kind of popped in, so I don't need one right outside there. If I do that, and then put you there. Okay, so that would be 2 foundations wide. By 4 foundations long. So yeah, this is actually pretty big, to be fair. Just having a little think about how this would work out, because as I say, I'm going to have kind of walkway here and then probably like a door right here into the watchtower. Yeah, so that would be walls. That would be walls. I guess. So yeah, I think I'd have a ramp right here. Yeah, I need to actually think this through, but I know that it's going to be pretty much right there anyway, so Maureen. I need to put up some walls to actually see what the hell I'm working with here. It is definitely feeling a bit too wide though. I don't know. I feel like it should probably only be like 2 for the door, rather than like 4. Seems just a bit too wide. It feels like it's just kind of stretching out into nothing, and I feel like that would end up being like a separate wee kind of bit. If it was involved like a separate building on the side, then it makes sense, but for an actual watchtower it only needs to be probably like 2 foundations wide by 2 foundations back, so like a 2 by 2 square, and then just straight up to there kind of deal. Yeah, definitely going to want it taller than wide. So yeah, I'll go back to the drawing board on that one. I know roughly what I'm looking for. It's just really hard to actually kind of picture it, because it's kind of design and build at the same time. It does make it a wee bit more difficult, but we'll manage. We'll get there in the end. It's just one of the things that, you know, everybody who builds anything in Ark goes through stuff like this at some point, where you're just like, I know what I want it to look like, I just need to build it like 3 times before I get to the stage that actually I'm happy with it, rather than building it once and being, you know, absolutely sold on the idea. And I mean, didn't get it wrong, there are people in Ark who can just build stuff the first time and be, yeah, 100% happy with that. I wish I was one of the people. God damn. Yeah, I'll make 22, why not? I made 1 foundation by accident. Was meant to be making walls, made a foundation because I'm a genius that way. There's a cat again. Grab water and run. Run away, Maury. Also, I did notice that white gerbil. Oh my god. I don't know, I'm considering it. It's just this penis horse, man. Okay, don't raise us a minute. Thanks, game. This is the only thing with the gerbil. I don't know why they're all level 1. And most of the time, if you put like their favourite taming food in, it would add levels, like you get your taming bonus deal. Jerboas didn't have that. Like, they always just tame at level 1, regardless of how much time and effort you put in. I don't think they even have like a kibble. That's something I can double check, but I'm fairly certain that they don't. Yeah, the markings are absolutely awesome. I love the fact that it's just white, like with some kind of stripes along the back and stuff. So it's not really like pure white, it's not like albino or nothing, but it's still pretty awesome to be fair. Oh, use plant species Y. Fantastic, I think I might have some of that. Either that or I threw it away. Yeah, I have some there as well. Okay. So yeah, apparently these guys eat plant species Y. Just seeds. That's weird, man. Why is that a thing? Thank you, Dododex, yet again, to the rescue with what Jerboa's favourite food is. Apparently they eat plant species Y. Good to know. So it's plant species Y, and then crops, and then majos. And then just regular berries. Interesting. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's just... I mean, it's still going to tame up at level 1, regardless. But the taming effectiveness is definitely, or the taming speed, I guess, is definitely a hell of a lot faster. Okay, we have a white male jerboa. I'm going to need name suggestions, people. I need somebody to come up with a name for that. I'm going to go away from the big shaky fucking peanut horse because he's annoying. And we can have a look at this jerboa properly, but we know a few things. It's white, and it has some stripes on its back. Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse is an absolutely fantastic name to be fair, Warden. Yeah, I think we'll probably go with that. Let's go back and we'll have a wee look and see. The weather warning is a good fact, man. Aye. The point that it gives you a weather warning would be the danger part. The mouse, because it's a jerboa, makes complete sense. It can stop falling in a minute. Aye, I'm gonna go with Danger Mouse. I like Tundra as well. Is a tundra an opposite of a desert? I thought a tundra was a part of a desert. Ah, it's a snowy desert. That makes sense. Okay, yeah. Sorry to say Twilight Moon. I think the fact that Warden has presented some decent arguments on why it should be called Danger Mouse, I think I'm going to go with that. Yay. Danger Mouse and Junior. Junior has levels. Junior is also very hungry. Okay. Always health. That's my plan with the jerboa. Always health. I might go a wee bit food later when they're up to like 200-300 health, but Warden coming through with absolutely fantastic name suggestions. Okay, so I need that there anyway, so that worked out. And I need rid of this one. And this one. And this one. Okay, yeah, I think that's probably as far back as I would push it. Yeah, no, definitely. Warden, I definitely agree. Tundra is still a fantastic name. And, you know, if I manage to find another kind of white one, then it's definitely going to be the name that will reconsider at that point in time as well. So I'm going to push this right back to take that out. Take that out. And then if I take this one out and this one out, oh god. Let me remove this rock and we'll have a look and see what we're dealing with here. This is the only thing that bugs me about rocks, man, is the fact that sometimes they just stop you if you're able to kind of step back and look at what you're building. It can get pretty frustrating, but they're relatively easy to move, I guess. I really want to keep this sand, because I'm collecting, like, honestly, so much of it right now that I'm like, I'm with having Maureen there. I'm literally just going out gathering the cactus sap and kind of plonking it in here. So it's not that big a deal to keep it. Sand doesn't go off anyway. Clay doesn't go off. The cactus sap does. So, you know, make the most out of it. Go take kind of thing. Anytime I go offline, I'm like, I'll just make one. Right, so I actually need the 2 foundations here as well, I feel. And then what I can do is put, like, some vents right here. Yeah, because I feel like this definitely needs to be there. Because it looked really weird to come up to a house and have absolutely nothing right here and then, like, there. Yeah, let me get a ramp and just see. This is what I mean, like, it's one of the kind of weird builds where I'm still not 100% certain. I know what I kind of want it to look like, but it's hard to picture it in your head. Right, give me one quick second. I'm just going to double check some things, and yeah, I'm going to actually nip to the toilet real quick. Give me a few seconds, I'll come right back. Sorry about that. Thanks very much for waiting for me. Yeah, so I was having a quick think about it there as well, just when I came back, having a kind of look over and trying to decide what the hell I want to do here. I think probably the best thing to do is just to go ahead and stick in some walls and see what we're looking at here. Because I definitely want some kind of walkway out here. And then, you know, as I say, I'm wanting the towers in here. So I'm thinking maybe if I plop a wall right there, and then click into the right goddamn one. Thank you. And then another one right there. And then if I go like... Why did you go down there? Hate walls. They're the most frustrating thing in the game, I swear to God. Right. You are most definitely on top of that. Place there. Thank God. Right. So, yeah, if I work with that right now... See, that's not terrible. And if I just kind of do it again on this side. You see, that's better. Then just have that. And then if I put another wall right there. Okay. Why did you want to go there again? Who places a wall there in the first place? Like, serious? Yeah, right there. So... And then this would be like kind of the kind of walkway patio type bit, you know, fences, entrance, fences. It wants to be a creepy basement. It definitely does, Twilight Moon. That would be honestly the most creepy place to put a wall ever. I mean, what the hell is that? Like, why is it placing all the way out there? Who wants that? I bet that's for like making diagonal walls or some crap. I don't know. But yeah, I think this could work. And then this would end up being like the tower. So as I say, I'm wanting that to be like kind of 2x2. So if I just mark that off, then that would be there, and that would be there, and then that would be there, and then that would be there, and then there, and then there. And yeah, I did just lock myself in because I'm a genius. There's a door probably here, and a door probably here, and then obviously walls, if it will snap to the right ceiling, foundation even, right there, and right there. So 2 doorways, and 3 doors. So, door right there, door right there. And door there, door there, and a door there. And that would then become one of the towers. And that would then become the second one of the towers. And then this can come out. And then just walls. Well, I punched there. The air violated my personal space, so I had to punch it. I'm sorry. Had to be done. Okay, so they are technically inside walls, but they're facing outside. Is that going to be a bugbear? I don't know. Probably. But yeah, once you're on a dope, does it really matter? I don't know. We'll leave it there. We'll see what happens. Yeah, this instantly feels so much bigger, like so much better. I'm definitely going to have to push it back because this is the area I've got to play with basically. I didn't really want to push it too far this way because when you get this, where this is ground, the game does not register this as being a foundation. Even though there's a foundation underneath it, because it knows this is ground, if I try to place like a bed or something on top of this, it will tell me that I need to place it on a foundation. So I didn't want to actually have this. So it does mean that I'm going to have to kind of try and scale down a bit. But that's fine, I can live with that. I need more thatch yet again. I feel like that probably will absolutely do my tits in, but yeah, I can live with it for a bit. Thatch. Have I got thatch? No, I don't have me. Tiny wee rocks are the most annoying ones, I swear. Those big ones climb out. Tiny wee ones are just frustrating as crap, man. Where have all the trees gone? Like, this is... What's the need? That's all I'm gonna say. I had nothing to do with the deforestation of this area. They were ants. They all just got up and walked away. Slowly walk up the hill. Or not. Yeah. Okay. That tree fell down and made a noise like I headbutted it without me actually headbutting it. And then I headbutted it after it fell. It's like Rexes now. Like anybody who's out trying to kill T-Rexes right now, if you kill them whilst they roar, they die and still roar. It's hilarious. Uh-oh. I see horny dragons. There are two of them. They're not even like pals. Like so the horny dragons are kicking about with the dinosaurs, and I mean it makes sense. I'm not quite sure that the symbols actually show up correctly on my end. Twilight Moon, it looks like a square in a shape, but yeah, on alright, yeah, through the app it shows up as the face cam and what I've done. That makes a wee bit more sense. For some reason on the laptop it doesn't show up like that at all. It's ridiculous. I really don't want to go too far that way, because I know that it might be alright actually. I know that further down there's like terror birds and pigs and just mad crappy that I want to be dealing with yet. There's a cat right there. In fact, there's two cats right there. 3 cats right there. There's a horny dragon right there. What level is that horny dragon? What level are you? You're a 40? Jesus. You would take like 4 days to tame. Probably no. I mean, it's probably a couple of hours, but screw that. We'll leave them there. You never know. By the time that we actually are able to feasibly get some prime, it might still be there. I really need water. really didn't want to have to deal with horny dragons. So, I'm just going to take the chance that this is a good idea. Run. Run, Maureen. Okay, I think I've made a clean escape. And the good news is, I've noticed, I seem to have so far, without potentially jinxing myself, I seem to have so far lost the rock golems. I haven't seen any in like a day, and I had like 4 here before, so I'm hopeful that they've kind of fucked off. That would be for the best. At least for me, because honestly man, they just seem to annoy me so much. Hopefully this should be enough thatch and a wee bit of wood to do some decent walls. Another 27, that's alright, I'll take that. So I'm thinking at first if I do, just what I've got here, wall it off, then at least it's like a good start, right? I've upscaled, which was the ultimate plan for today, and yeah, my house is going to be a wee bit bigger. I don't want to go like, too big too fast, because then I'm going to be spending all my time just kind of grinding out for walls and stuff like that. So even if I just plop that like there right now and then just do the 2 high, then at least I've got a bigger house than I started with, and I can actually start thinking about making a new smithy and kind of moving it around to here, and then expand this part later. Yeah, I've got a wee gap there as well, so consider that in a few seconds. Now what I'm thinking about then is, if I put that wall there, oh no, I didn't break the other one. Put that wall. Wow, that's frustrating. There. And then if I break that one. Just walk back a bit. Put that there. Oh my god. What the hell happened, man? Stupid game. Okay, put that wall there. Everybody sees it's on the right snap. I'm only going to press R2. I'm not pressing anything else. Thank god. Okay, and then break these 2, because that would, honestly, that one thing would annoy me more than anything. The fact that that one wall is back to front. The door is back to front as well, but that's not too bad actually, because by the time that I upgrade to a door, that will be unnoticeable. The walls, however, they'll frustrate me right now, so I need to fix it. Snap to the right one. Always look at the foundation that you're trying to snap to. It just makes it a wee bit easier. Okay, so I need this space for Maureen right now, so I'm just going to close it off. And then... oh god. Yeah, that worked. No. Sucky wall, man. There we go. Okay, I need 2 more. Yeah, I'm able to do that. Good. Then I need like, I don't know man, like 3 million ceilings or something. It's gonna be ridiculous. How many actually is it? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I need 18 ceilings. Oh yeah, plus the parts inside the towers. Damn. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26. But yeah, I can do that. Also, I didn't actually make the towers any taller yet, so I guess I didn't have to really worry about them too much. I could leave them open right now, and yeah, that should be fine. Thatch is starting to become a bit of an issue. These trees will go back though, like, that's a good thing, because I've built kind of relatively far away from them, they will go back, so this is kind of a waiting game I guess. I'm going to run all the way down there, grab the one, maybe that one up there if I can get up there. One thing I've noticed about this game as well is as you run around, you notice that the lighting changes, it gets brighter in some areas and then it gets duller in certain areas. Anytime that you run into the brighter areas, that tends to mean that it's hotter, so right now I'm absolutely roasting, but at my own house I was cooler than anywhere I seem to be in this area, so I think I've picked a kind of optimal area to build, which will come in handy. Especially when I do upgrade to Adobe, because even if you build in Adobe, if you built in a kind of hot area, then it doesn't give you as much protection as if you build in a cool area, which is a bit ridiculous to be fair, but so yeah, we'll go up and hopefully we can grab enough thatch on this run to actually do these ceilings, which I think they need 26. So hopefully I can get that done. What do I need? Just the thatch, obviously. I forgot to take it off. Fantastic. There's a raptor. 9. Ah, it's big 9. I think I'm hopefully relatively safe on top of the Moralatops for now. I really need to keep on going that way though. There's more trees. The consideration is, can a Moralatops take down a raptor? Can I shoot a raptor from the back of Moralatops? Can I make a boa? That's fantastic. Now I can make a boa. No way seeds I can, eh? Yeah, I'm gonna make 2. And then more ceilings. Why not? Ceilings need to go. Oh my god, let me click my ceilings, thank you game. There. Maureen, you probably need weight, but we're gonna go and fight a raptor, so up melee. Oh my god, you're heavy as balls. I feel really bad for throwing away narco berries. Like, every time I do it, I feel really bad. Okay. So, the real question now begins. Can I bowl a raptor? Well, is it stuck on a tree? Most definitely yes. What level is it? It's a 68. If I had any kind of food to tame this thing, any kind of time to tame this thing, I would. The ultimate thing that's going to happen though is it's going to get stabbed in the face. The worst part of that is I don't even feel bad. The amount of times I've been killed by raptors in this game. Yeah, I think I'm going to just take crafting. Why not? Level 32. What do we get? We get a toilet. Guru will be happy. It costs like a ridiculous amount of stuff to actually make one of them though, so. But yeah, Guru, just remember your toilet, man. You're gonna need like 7. I know what it's like. They're absolutely great though, like honestly. You just sit on them and they're crap and then you get like your fertilizer straight away. Rather than this he'll have to put crap in a dung beetle and then wait, or into like a fertilizing bin or whatever. Yeah, compost bin is what I meant. They take forever, man. These things literally take forever. And then you thatch as well, like, why do that when you can just build a toilet, which is ridiculously expensive, and wait for it until you need the crap, basically. Yeah, I definitely need to hop to the back home as much as physically possible. Broken leg. Apparently it is really hot. Surprising news from the desert. Slightly faster with still broken leg. I mean, even if we get somewhere relatively close to the house, I'll be happy. And aye, we'll be fine. Yeah, rare Moralitops, the R2 attack, the kind of nuzzle, is definitely better than the stomp. In comparison is this amount compared to, I mean, potentially less bushies, but this part of cactus sap right here, where you get like a wee bit more cactus sap, I guess, but you get less everything else. I have incidentally weighed her down by doing that, but I mean, realistically, no matter what you do, you get a good amount of cactus sap and berries anyway. Okay, so I needed like a bunch of ceilings. I've got 13 plus 7, that's 20. Like that, fast math. Desert Baywatch, definitely. Look at her go. Do 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 do. That's Chariots of Fire though, right? Like, that was the wrong theme tune. Same difference though, I'll accept it. Right, let's go and place these 20. Okay. Oh yeah, counted the... yeah, they bit. Okay, that's cool, that works out. Still happy that I made a wee bit more because now when I put Maureen back in here I've got the ceilings to replace there, I've got 4 walls to replace as well. So I'm going to need to make them anyway. We break one ceiling to get some thatch back because I'll need 2. See how many walls I can make? I can make 1. I can make 2 doorways though. Figure that out. Clearly doorways are cheaper to make. Okay, yeah, I need 3 walls, which I think I just need thatch for. Let me just double check. I think it was though. Yeah, just thatch. Okay, let's go and see if we can get some more thatch again. Some of the trees are already grown back though, so that's good news. They do take a wee while, I guess, but I mean the good thing is between grinds, like between now and the next time I'll be on, these trees will have all fully grown back in, so I'll be able to go back out and get some pretty easy stuff done. I mean the fact that I've managed to build practically an entire house, in fact, yeah, literally an entire house, and like, I don't even know, about an hour and a half has been pretty good going. Once I actually get these walls made up, that'll pretty much be the end of this stream. As mentioned earlier, it is already pretty late. It is now 20 minutes past 1 in the morning in Scotland, so yeah, I'm going to need to get wrapped up relatively soon, but I mean we're good here. I managed to get 8, well I could have made 8 walls there, obviously I made the 4 because, well, 3 because I only needed 3 more. Yeah, we'll go stick Maureen back inside here and we'll be pretty good to go. Let's turn around a bit. Now I've got to back up because if I jump off her, then I glitch inside her. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. It's only because obviously she's technically inside. So anytime that where you're sitting is through something, it glitches you through that thing. I feel like we should have like the reverse beat. Vehicle reversal. Yeah, that felt like a safe jump. Okay. Bye for now, Maureen. Need to go inside first. And fix that ceiling. And that ceiling. And there we go. She should be safe in there again. Obviously we need the wall fixed, but I know, honestly, Warden, man, it has been absolutely devastating here recently. Like, I don't know though, like where I stay, it was kind of overcast a wee bit, kind of later into the afternoon, I guess. It was still roasting, but it wasn't quite as bad as what it has been for the past couple of days. Which honestly, man, I've been thankful. Like I love the sun, absolutely love it. I love being out in it as well, but there comes a stage where it's just too much, man. Like You ken it's bad when you're literally sitting being like, I kinda miss rain. Like, I kinda miss it. Ah, after all that, I'm thirsty. Like, that's a pain in the ass. Maureen, it's really hard to tell where you actually are now. That's fine though, I can deal with that. I think it's this one. One of these two. Yeah, that works. I know that she doesn't have water in her, but I like having access just in case. I should probably leave like one ceiling off, because if it does rain then she'd actually fill up. But then, I mean, what are the chances of something actually jumping in here and getting on the roof anyway? I mean, I probably struggle to get on the roof. Yeah, I think I'm probably safe to remove that. And then she'll, if it does rain, she'll fill up with water. That'll be handy. And if I really want to be like really safe about it, I could put walls around her. Ah, that went in completely the wrong place, but I can deal with that. So even if something does actually somehow get up here, she'll actually be fine, because the chances of anything actually getting up here in the first place are pretty low, but then it can't actually get there. She is on neutral though, so passive. And that way she won't try and freak out, because if let's say a terror bird jumps through there and somehow lands on here, which honestly I don't think it's possible, but just in case, if it starts attacking the house, she would go nuts. Because I'm not logged in, there's technically no rain there, so she could technically glitch out of there, and then run wild and potentially die. So yeah, if it does rain whilst I'm offline, at least I'm going to get some water. I have some berries on me anyway, so what I can do is just go back inside the house. Yeah, she's got some berries actually. Oh, fantastic. Scorch is coming. Make sure the Jerboa have got a lot of berries, just to be sure that they are going to be able to survive. And then if I jump over him and lie down, eat some cactus, and then eat like 200 odd berries, which doesn't quite look right, but you know. Take a break. Go at it somewhere. Take a break. It's not right, man. Like, that shouldn't be an action that's in the game. I mean, I realise he's just eating, but Jesus. Take a break. Go. And that's him. He's done. So yeah, I'm basically just going to let this number count up. I don't know if it still counts up when you're offline, to be fair, but I think it probably should. Either way, if I kind of get a wee minute, let it get up to kind of 5 or 6, and then that'll be me. For right now, As I say, this is going to be the end of the stream anyway. This is pretty much as exciting as it's going to get for right now. So yeah, as always, this stream, I guess, will be available on Twitch for the next 14 days. And as always, I do export over to YouTube as well. You can find me over there just under the exact same name of altered_oblivion. If you're already on the YouTube channel, if you have enjoyed this video, go ahead and like it for me. That would be much appreciated. And if you do want to see some more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. There is that little bell icon. You can go ahead and click that if you want to turn on notifications and be alerted as to when the next video is up. They are regular. Currently I'm doing a Monday on Ark and a Saturday on Ark, and then I do the Thursday as well, which at the minute I'm doing Black Ops 3. So if you're interested in any of the games for a bit of a change, you can pop along and see those. And yeah, normally there are a few other people who join us. As you've seen today, we had a Guru. He jumped in and had a chat with us at the very start. And we have Stacey Plums as well. And then we have Lebnalot. They're all great friends of mine, and they all stream totally different things. So if you are interested, I do almost them. So you can go ahead and check them out as well. For right now, guys, as always, thanks very much for joining me, and some general life advice: don't die. Bye.